few people from unknown sources are criticizing our news and news web portals, but I know their web portals and what kind of news they are giving to the Telugu people and to all the Indians and to all the worldwide people. I know what kind of news they are giving and how much usage is there to the people to live 100 years. So how they are serving in terms of news and how they are displaying their advertisements, what kind of advertisements they are displaying, and how frequently their advertisements are disturbing the visitors of particularly readers of that particular newspaper portal. I know much about them and I know how to treat them so in coming days. And so don't blame me and my news web portals, and they are new generation web portals actually. So they are giving more quality news, much quality news, more than the web users expect. So and so I know I don't know what kind of criteria the existing news web portals are following. So they serve the governments, central governments and state governments, but there will be a much chance of corruption in producing and providing news to the web users. So web lakhs of web users will be there, crores of web users will be there, millions, billions of web users will be there. But these news websites all over the world, of course, sometimes. So I don't want to mention any news web portal specifically, but for last 10 years I have been observing the news web portals. If I visit one news web portal, they are not proper in terms of presentation of news and in terms of displaying the news and in terms of displaying the particular advertisements. So sometimes images were coming, sometimes videos, sometimes before visiting the website, news website, there will be a big advertisement. So a lot of disturbance is there actually. So this is not a small thing to interrupt. So a lot of interruption is there. So I'm observing and taking very seriously because this is not a small thing. So one web user is most precious, most precious. Lot of quality they expect in terms of news. They are spending 1 minute of time. They are spending 5 minutes of time on a particular website in visiting, in reading, and in understanding, and the most very important thing, and which is most business criteria for all the websites, the next visit. They target the next visit. So all the news web portals they follow. So if some user is not visiting their website, means there will be a particular reason. So in terms of interruption, in terms of understanding the news, the presentation, and the futuristic. But some good websites are there, but at the same time, so I don't want to criticize anyone, but a few sources are criticizing and interrupting my news web portals. But to all of them, I'm seriously warning because I have those rights to present the static news and the good news and the important news in my spare time. And they are not actually officially into the business, one thing, and they are feeling much competitive. I think the most competitive websites, they are sending the unknown sources to interrupt my web portals indirectly in many forms. I don't want to discuss those things now, but in future I will come on things. But what I would like to express is, don't waste your time, and you are losing a lot. I don't know how much you are losing. I know how much you are wasting your time, and what kind of things you are losing. I know that thing, and you are losing the future, and you are losing a lot of things, a lot of important future, great future actually, which I can say, because spending 1 minute time on a particular website, spending 1 minute of time on 2 minutes of time, 1 minute of time on a particular web page, so that costs, which costs a lot actually. But that is a thing what end user or web users will expect. So we want good news, we want special news, most breaking news, most trending news, which will also help their future. So in terms of readings, so if some user is coming to our news portal means they expect good design first of all. So, and there should not be false news, there should not be uh, what I can say, own ideology news. Means some, if you take one editor of particular news website, news web portal, so they write their own ideology. If you take 10 editors of news web portal, for example, if you conduct some examination like that, so 10 editors will like that, write in 10 ways. So if you take 100 editors, the news will be different. If you take 1,000 editors, the news will be different. If you take 1 lakh editors, news will be different. But the truth is truth, it should not change. News should not change, because if some incident happened, for example, I think most the breaking news, I think in Pakistan, or so 31 people dead, I think more than 31 people, I think. So that news should not change. So it happened at that time, and this particular time, and these many people dead. That information should not change, the basic information. But few news reporters are changing such kind of things. The original news they are changing, and for their businesses, for their corruptions, and for their corrupted linked people. Underline this, corrupted linked people will be there, which are invisible internal corrupted people, which are mostly politicians actually. For them, these news reporters are working. I know them, they know me, but they don't know the future of their political careers, and I know how to treat them, and I know how to produce good news to the web users, and I know how to punish such kind of interrupted sources. So because I want to serve this society, I want to serve this world with my news web portals, with original news, and with good news, with qualitative news, with wonderful news for the best features of all the web users. So for me, 1 minute of time is most important, 2 minutes of time most important. So 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes if some web user is spending on particular website means that it should help actually. So it should not feel bad. Oh, I have visited this website. In this web page, everything is bad. So it should not be like that. So news is bad, presentation is bad, image is bad, and the headlines are not much proper. So everything is bad in terms of design, and in terms of everything, qualitative news. So there is no feel good news are there actually. So like that, some news reporters are coming in this. nowadays. But most recently, few websites updated few portions of their websites. Really, I'm really happy because my web portals are coming in within next 10 to 15 years without any doubt officially. So I know that how the official term will serve the entire world. I only know, but it will take some time because I'm getting into the news world. So now, even not even one web user is not there for my web portals, but I'm just advertising in coming days after 10 to 15 years. This message is only to my fans, particularly YouTube subscribers. So to them, this message I am giving, and so they will be having very good future. I know the people who are connecting to my network, so surely they will have a bright future without any doubt. And not it's need not to be my network. They should connect to the future. They should connect to the best future, and they should connect to the best networks in this world because the entire world is getting changed. You know, Donald J. Trump's age actually, I think 70 plus age, 79 plus. So at this age, he's fighting for the best world's best future, not only the United States future. So I'm very big fan of his speeches and his strategies and business strategies. So such kind of people are great inspirational to me. And previously Barack Obama, so very good president of United States, and now Donald J. Trump, Joe Biden. So a lot of great leaders are there from India, Narendra Modi, and now I think no other president inspired the entire nation like Draupadi Murmu. Like this, good leaders are there. So I'm giving the best news from my news web portals. So there will be a separate module, separate section will be there. That module will be there for each and every categorized news. So which I can say modules. So you can go and you can get the very good news updates. So mostly after my regular job, I'm updating for 5 to 10 minutes. So have good news and have the best news. Thank you so much. This is Ravindra D. Yampalla, founder and CEO Williams Software Solutions, which I am going to establish after 10 to 15 years. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. So you will get very good news after 10 to 15 years in terms of news, latest news, worldwide news. Thank you so much.